Hello, Bill Molyneux here with Bill's War Game World, and we are with Alex Mfremico, the super famous French Milice commander, and we're at Fort Halifax in Halifax, Pennsylvania. Alex, can you give my video viewers a little history of the French Milice and raiding parties?
What the French Milice were, they were the French colonial militia. They all came from the North Country, Quebec area, wherever was more civilized. They were all drawn together or assembled by their church parish to have service for the king. Anyone between the ages of 16 and 60 was required to serve. They were required to bring their own musket, and from there they were issued the appropriate accoutrements, clothing for the duty they were being chosen for. Now this site here, we're at Fort Halifax, was on the edge of the English world, so to speak. Any raiding parties on the French side would have came all the way from the Ohio River Valley, Fort Duquesne, Fort Michaud, Fort Le Boeuf, and took the journey across the mountains, which probably took about 3 weeks to get here before they could even do anything, raid anything, reconnoiter anything. Once they got here, they just wreaked holy terror upon the land, and the English would flee to their places of refuge, namely a lot of these forts that were built up and down the Susquehanna Valley. This could go on for days or weeks, but basically it wasn't really that long of a raid as far as the actual conflict go, or wasn't really probably a whole lot of conflict or resistance. They'd burn, take any prizes, prisoners, and then go back west.
Well, thank you very much. And what are you wearing? I'm going to do a little back. Yep, and it looks like you're wearing a big funny brown coat.
Yes, it's my Jedi cloak. No, this is actually a capot, which is a French version, probably a unique to North America French version of a coat. It's a tailored blanket coat, for lack of better words. It has some of the fashions you might see on a finer coat, but it really doesn't have the buttons. Allows to be layered maybe a little bit more. It has a hood to keep weather, insects off you depending on the time of year. They came in various weights of wool too. There were summer capots, something that would keep you warm, just enough to keep you warm, you know, when it cools off in the summertime. They were shorter, so you didn't get wet in the canoe when you were paddling. These type of cuffs, they called them a mariner's cuffs. They were a little shorter as opposed to the rolled back justiciar cuffs of the time. Once again, if you were canoeing, they didn't prone to be dipping in the water. And you, I wear a lot of native type things. I wear leggings, mitasses. I wear an oxhide shoe, which would have been issued, which is a kind of mock, but it was put together as a regular shoe in like a European fashion. I wear the wool toque. French terms bonnet rouge, red hat. It was a knit hat, kept the sun off your head, kept you warm. It was a very inexpensive issued item. I wear my chemise, a shirt. I keep a scarf around my neck for whatever might need to be handy. Equipment wise, what I wore, I don't have it on right now, but I would have had a sash. Similar to what the natives wore too. I could put my pouch of tobacco in. I could keep a knife or hold my hatchet or any other thing I needed to hang for myself as far as accoutrements.
Well, thank you very much for this interview. I know we're going to have several hundred tourists here in a little while, so I'll let you get back to getting ready. And I think you are leading us into combat today.
We shall see. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Stay safe, be kind, and be courteous.